Alright, welcome back everybody to Peace Origin. End of the last video you probably saw me starting to scale this. Between then and where this recording is started, I died. So I am just starting over like nothing happened. We're just gonna keep moving forward. Like I said. This little area to my right, I'm pretty sure isn't available in the other two campaigns. I'm pretty sure it's only open in Toll's campaign. Otherwise, I am very blind as to not see this. Perhaps this is always open. I don't remember right now. This little area does seem kind of familiar to me, but I don't remember having to slide under spikes to get here. And I don't remember 10,000 SP either. So, yeah. Guys are like little monkey men. So much smaller than all the other enemies I fight. Of course, we know why, is we've already done Hugo and Unica's campaign. So it's not a surprise as to what exactly they're used for later on, but I did find their size sort of strange in comparison to the other ones that you fight in this game. You know, everybody else sort of... You get your big enemies, obviously, but you know, a lot of the other enemies are sort of medium sized, and then of course you got your little flans that you fight. Ugh. So I do notice after a certain point in this game, mainly because of the health drops, the game starts to become a lot easier than it was earlier on, regardless of whether or not I'm over leveled, which I am a little over leveled at this point. I'll sometimes see like the red number come up and it'll say, you know, they dealt 40 damage to you. Now 40 damage obviously at this point in the game is, you know, like, what is this, like 1/6, but roughly like 1/6 of my health or so. So, you know, I can get hit 6 more times before I die, but a lot of the guys just drop health items, so even if I defeat 5 or so enemies, I'm very likely to run into a guy who drops at least 1 health drop, which then, you know, will equal like 50 some health points. And yeah, I'll just sort of cruise my way along, you know. So in that regard, it's so much easier. So long as they're not doing like 100 damage, or they're doing multiple hits of say like 50 damage or something, you know. That's sort of the dangerous part in all these East games is, you know, you'll go from one area that you're, you know, destroying the enemies to the next area where suddenly, you know, they're doing 60 to 70 damage to you, and you get hit a couple times in a row, and next thing you know, you're dead, and you're like, whoa, what happened? I had full life 2 seconds ago. It's like, well, you're in an area that's it's a lot more dangerous, so you need to be more mindful of your health. And then, of course, as you've seen before, there's been times where Daru appears hungry. I can't understand what you're saying. Sure, it's obvious what you want. Phantom Mail. I mean, you're dead as always. Alright, so I've got Phantom Mail, and then this should be my last tier of mails. I guess right here is a great example of walking into a new area and just suddenly, you know, this guy right here that blows the, whatever you want to call it, smoke, he can easily do multiple hits of, you know, 15, 20 damage. And, you know, if that's a factor of, instead of being a factor of 20, it's like a factor of, say, you know, 50, it's easy to go from full health to almost no health in one consecutive hit. So my brother, as we know from when I played East 1 and 2, had his kid about 8-9 months ago when this video releases anyways. He sends me updates about once a week, you know, because he's a proud papa, very proud papa. And she's a bit of a scamp, like my brother is. One of the things, Crimson Key. One of the things that sort of makes me smile is my brother was well known by my parents as well as the daycare staff as the incredible non-sleeping baby. So his daughter is just like him, does not want to sleep. So that's kind of funny. She wants to, you know, they'll put her down for a nap in the afternoon about, you know, 12:30, 1 o'clock, okay? She'll lay down, she'll nap for about 20 minutes, and then she'll be ready to get up and play again. You want to play, she wants to know what Mom and Dad are doing, I guess. I don't know for certain, but what I'm told is she doesn't want to sleep. And then the other thing is she'll wake up in the middle of the night. For a lot of kids, you know, they wake up in the middle of the night, you know, they cry because their diaper's wet or they're hungry or whatever. And then as they start getting older, closer to a year old, they start to sleep through the middle of the night, you know, because they're not wetting themselves as much. And, you know, they're picking up on a circadian, whatever you want to call it, rhythm. And that might be because of their situation, where, you know, they don't have a ton of room to give the baby its own space to sleep, so it's kind of sleeping in the same room as them. Or whatever, I don't know. I don't care to know what the current correct philosophy is regarding child rearing, whether it's still, you know, required for you to not sleep with your child in the same room because it just creates bad habits, or if that's okay because whatever, you know, I don't care. But anyways, just like my brother, he'll go to bed, and then like 2 a.m. she'll wake up and go, "All right, Mom and Dad, it's time to play. Time to play, Mom and Dad." What do you mean? What do you mean you're asleep? What do you mean you've been sleeping since 10 and it's 2 a.m.? I've been sleeping since it was about 8 o'clock, and now I'm ready to play. They're like, "Eloise, you need to go back to bed." And obviously little baby kids, they have a number of other things that can keep them up. Like they start to teeth, and when they teeth, that causes them discomfort because guess what? Their mouth is hurting them, but they can't exactly point to their mouth and go, "Mommy, Daddy, my tooth, my gums hurt," you know. But nevertheless, you know, she'll get upset because she's in pain. Can't articulate it, you know. And in addition to all that fun jazz, on top of it, I guess, is how I should put it, they get, little kids get immunizations. So, you know, you get your first set of immunizations when you're born, and then you get more as you get older, and there's a lot of immunizations that you get between the time you're born and your first birthday. Actually, I think there's a lot between it. I know there's like most of your immunizations are between the year you're born and the time that you're about to go to school, like 5-6 years old, is like when almost all of your immunizations occur by. And then of course you have like boosters, like, you know, tetanus shots, which everybody gets a tetanus booster every 10 years or so. But yeah, so here's a I pulled up a chart here, okay? When you're born, you get a hepatitis B shot, okay? And then in the 1 to 2 month range, you get a second hepatitis B shot. And then at 2 months, they give you the rotavirus, diphtheria, tetanus, Ameliophos, influenza type B, green pneumococcal conjugate. I mean, you get a ton of these. You get these at 2 months, 4 months, and depending on what it is, at 6 to 12 months, you get another one. So let me see, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. About 22 shots in the first 15 months. 12 to 15 months. You get that many freaking shots because they're trying to basically build you up for, you know, measles, MMR, measles, mumps, rubella, hepatitis A, you know, human papillomavirus, that Oh, that's later. Never mind. Um, Then you have a whole bunch more things like, boy, I wish I could pronounce half of these. But yeah, you get a lot of shots in your first year or two of life. And then after that, it sort of settles down once you hit about 1.5 to 2 years, because you're not necessarily immune because you'll get boosters every so often, but you know, sort of like, I don't know if you've ever gotten a COVID vaccine, but some people have, you know, everyone has different responses to getting a vaccine. You know, a lot of people don't really remember them all that well because, you know, you're either too young to remember, or the ones you do remember would be sort of early childhood, like 6 years old. And but whenever you have to get one as an adult, it's like, oh, I had that COVID vaccine, and I didn't feel anything the first time, or I got really sick the first time, or it felt like I had the flu. Like, everyone obviously has different symptoms based on their own biological makeup. But yeah, you're dead. I like when those guys fall in the water, they're just like, oh, I'm dead. I'm gonna take damage. That's fine, I'm dead. But yeah, that's circling back, that's sort of the reasons why children don't really want to sleep through the night early on. Now, if you're me, you're the exact opposite, where you want, you know, your parents put you down for a nap and like a frickin' conformist, you know, you lay down and take a nap because naps are awesome. Naps are awesome. So kind of speaking on COVID, my sense of taste is fully returned to me. So tomatoes taste gross again. That's all I have to say about that. So I'm monitoring my health here to make sure I don't accidentally die. Even though I know I just saved, I'm just sort of playing it cautiously to ensure that I don't F it up. Don't mind me, I'm just going to quickly power up my demon powers and then save again because I'm afraid I'm about to run into another yeah, we're gonna use you. If I need another 6,000, I will make my 6,000. Alright, so now that I've got that cleared out, alright, see what happens here. Oh, nothing. Good. Usually where a cutscene happens, as you guys know. Alright, Dragon Bone Key. Hopefully there's not one cutscene on the way back. Nope, no cutscene on the way back either. Did that for nothing. So annoying. Alright, well, let's come down here, I guess, and collect some more fair ore. I mean, whatever they call this, SP. Alright, I'm halfway to the thing. I'm almost near level up. Can't see where shit down here though. Kinda sucks. I'm just quickly double checking that because I'm going to be putting hidden items in certain places. Oh, there's the level. Guys are a pain in the butt, ain't they? Here's a fun question to ponder. Your favorite food that you can't eat. Okay. Now, a lot of people say, you're a nut. I can eat anything and it doesn't bother me. Dragon Bone Key, yay! Other people will understand my misery, whether because they have dietary restrictions, either acquired or imposed upon them, like my sister's boyfriend can't have gluten. That is just sort of something that is what it is. There's not really much you can do about that. I, on the other hand, cannot have... Yeah, Phantom Boost. Get those equipped. Equipped. I love it. I, on the other hand, can't have whatever they put in the Chipotle hot sauce. I have tried multiple different times. I've gone to Chipotle and I've ordered the same thing, which is white rice, black beans, chicken, okay, lettuce, cheese, okay. I've done it with the medium green sauce that they offer, which isn't, I don't find to be all that spicy at all. Alright? I eat it, I'm fine, everything's great, no problem. Okay? I get the hot sauce, which I prefer because I like the taste and I like the heat, the spiciness of it. And I get diarrhea. Let's go this way first, I guess. Usually a cutscene. Hey, Clawman. Epona. Guessing you still haven't found the other goddess if you're wandering around here, huh? Well, no skin off my back, that just means I still have a chance to find her myself. Oh? Aren't you supposed to be guarding the annex? Yeah, Bill Zeva showed up and told me to get the hell out of there. He said I was in the way or something, I don't know, so I figured I'd go search for the goddess and that black pearl thing some more. I see. The weapon in Raiden's access now. Those Torps and Mies have taken it, I guess. No biggie though, the Devil's Gaze is still locked up tight. We won't be seeing Lady What's-Her-Name anytime soon. And before I left, some sorcerers from East showed up. The little brother wasn't with them. I was wondering where he had gotten himself to. Oh, come on, don't look at me like that. He's a pretty tough adversary, you know. It's only natural I'd want to keep tabs on him. I didn't say a thing. But since you brought it up, I feel inclined to express my appreciation for looking out for him. Alright, enough. I'm out of here. I almost forgot I've got something for you, Clawman. Mantid medallion. God. What's this? A medallion that'll get you farther in the tower. Figured I should give it to you, give you a sporting chance, you know. Keep wasting time, I'll find that goddess before you, so don't slack off. Fight the good fight, that's all. What a weirdo. What an honorable gesture. She and Hugo are more similar than I'm sure either of them would care to admit. They'd make an excellent couple. Once this whole mess is over anyways. And the worst is yet to come. I wonder how it will all play out from here. Perhaps it's not to think about it. I should focus my efforts on finding Rhea before it's too late. Whee! Bit surprised you didn't give me the black pearl that you normally get in that cutscene. I'm starting to think that it might not be in this campaign at all, you know, because why would I need a black pearl for anything? I'm not gonna... Doesn't appear like I'm gonna unfreeze anyone who's turned to stone. I wouldn't really need it for any other purpose. Also, a side note, Epona is a protector of horses, ponies, donkeys, and mules. There's particularly a goddess fertility. I guess that's why it keeps the name Epona keeps popping up in video games. Every time is a good time for a level up, though. I mean, aside from maybe like mid-boss fight, which was just kind of broken. Oh, I'm about to die. Oh, I defeated one of his ads and got enough experience to level up. Whoopsie. So you see that treasure chest up there? I'm not going to get it right now, but I do end up coming back and getting it while I'm grinding off screen. Just do a little bit of grinding between the end. After I get to the next save point, but before I fight the Mantis boss. Sort of wanted to make sure I was prepared for that because that boss battle is a pain. Well, they're all a pain after this point, I guess. I'm better at certain ones than I am at others. For some reason I want, excuse me, with that giant, whatever, plant eyeball monster thing, I just want to tank all the damage. I just want to deal, you know, as much as I can, quickly as I can. And the Mantis boss seems to come and go. I seem to do well at certain points, and I tend to take too much damage when I'm later on when I'm fighting him. Very nice, very nice. Now we're coming up on the big dumb bug enemy I hate. Alright, let's strengthen this up. Great. Let's strengthen that up. Great. I need 60,000. Wow. Really made a fucking dent in this, didn't I? I don't think I'll be getting 60,000 anytime soon either. Alright. Save. I'm up to 40 now. Another 10 levels. Well, 20 levels I'll be at max, but I'm not going to worry about that right now.